What's up, bro chachos? It's your boy Tanner Wideman of BarbarianBody. Today I'm going to be showing you skinny guys how you can add some size to your arms and finally get these things to grow. Let's get straight into it. Now we're going to begin here by explaining the two biggest mistakes that skinny guys make when they're trying to get bigger arms. The first thing is when they do any type of arm exercise like a bicep curl, it'll often look like this. Now, there's about two things wrong with this. Number one, there is pretty much no bicep activation from doing this. By swinging the weight and doing this here, I'm engaging all of the other muscle groups outside of my biceps to help me get up the weight, rendering the exercise pretty ineffective. As opposed to coming up with a slow and controlled manner, okay? I'm not swinging to get the weight up here. Rather, I'm focusing on squeezing the biceps to lift the weight. By applying this method alone, you're gonna notice a ton of growth out of the biceps. Now the very next thing guys mess up when they're trying to get bigger arms are reps like this, half reps. Now the reason that they need to do reps like this is because they're grabbing way too much weight. They cannot use this weight to get nice full repetitions, okay? The amount of results you're gonna be able to get for repetitions like this is about half the amount that you could get if you're going for full range of motion on each and every single one of those repetitions. Now the two things that you need to begin applying in addition to making those two changes I just mentioned, the first one is increasing your time under tension, meaning how long you spend during a set. So most guys' reps look a little like this. Now this is a little bit better because you're getting a full range of motion, they're not swinging as much, but what I want you to do is spend 1 to 2 seconds on the way up and then 1 to 2 seconds on the way down. By doing this, you're increasing your time under tension for each and every single repetition, thus making it more effective to help stimulate muscular growth, especially when you're coming down here, because this is when most people sort of just drop the weight. When you're applying this coming up and then coming down here, and I'm slowly bringing the weight down by contracting my biceps as hard as I possibly can, you're really going to maximize the amount of growth that you can get the arms. Now most guys, when they're performing these exercises, they just stick to about 10 repetitions. They feel like it's just some magic number. What I'm going to challenge you to do is try and do sets of 15 to 20, 25, and 30 repetitions and throw those into sets and see how much blood that you can pump into the muscles as you possibly can. By doing this with an increased time under tension and really proper form like I demonstrated in the first two tips, you're going to blow your arms right up. By applying this myself, arm growth was ridiculous. Now that we've gotten all the biceps out of the way, I'm going to explain to you guys one of the biggest tips that you can follow to get bigger arms, and that is to focus on your triceps. If you look at my arm right here, this is the bicep. It's pretty big, it's pretty impressive. But if you compare that to the monstrous size of my tricep, which by the way doesn't have a pump, the bicep does right now, the tricep oversizes it by a long shot. It's in fact 2 times the size of your bicep. By focusing most of your attention, actually the beginning of your workout, on the tricep, you're gonna actually notice twice the amount of growth in your overall arm size as opposed to if you were just focusing on the biceps. So primarily focus on the muscle here that's twice as big. This is a muscle that skinny guys neglect all the time. They just got these little twiggy arms, but when you start focusing on the tricep, it's game over. Now here is one of the most overlooked aspects of arm training for skinny guys. You need to give your arms 48 hours of recovery after each one of your workouts. You can't go into the gym every day and keep hammering the arms. By doing this, you're going to be stunting all of the recovery period that the arms are going to be using to rebuild, repair, and to grow bigger and to get stronger. You need to give the arms about 48 hours so that the rest of your body can fuel it with all of the nutrients that it needs and begin repairing the tissue so that it can actually grow bigger. Now the last two tips have to deal with nutrition. This is the most overlooked aspect for skinny guys. They go, I'm going to do all these arm exercises and get giant arms, but they are not eating in a calorie surplus. You must be eating in a calorie surplus of about 500 calories. If you're a skinny guy, then especially you need to be getting about 500 calories every single day. A calorie surplus meaning you're eating 500 calories more than your body needs on a daily basis so that it can use those calories to grow your arms. And finally, you need to make sure that you're getting 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, because protein is one of the biggest building blocks for getting some bigger arms. Calorie surplus of 500 calories, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight every single day. Do that for like the next 2 to 3 weeks, applying everything I just showed you with your arm training right here, and your arm size is going to absolutely explode. There you guys go. That's how you guys can get some bigger arms, especially for you skinny guys. Apply all of these tips and I guarantee you the size of your arms is just gonna explode. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give your boy a like down below and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next video.